And she goes, your sister, she picked up the ball and threw it on my head. What? And she goes, I saw her face. I think she's here. I think she's trying to haunt us. I hear this big bang. Like someone in our house, like what is happening? The front door's wide open. We have 3 deadlocks. There is no way that anyone could have opened that door. So then I see the sensor light out the front. Oh my God, there's someone here. So I'm like peeking through the blind. Then I see my car unlock itself and lock again. What is going on? I'm like, this is creepy. Who is out there? I remember in my 20s, this medium, she was like, oh, Jess, I don't know why you're here. I'm here to talk to my nana. And she's like, no, I mean, you should be on this side of the table giving the reading and you should be able to turn it on and off like a light switch. And I was like, well, I can't. So let's proceed. I don't know. I just held on to that for so many years. Clearly there's something here that someone else is seeing that I'm not seeing within myself.
How does that work though? Like being able to connect through the phone.
Yeah.
And like to their energy.
Yeah, because it's energy. That's the thing. It's not.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's not like I have to be like in front of you to feel things. Like if I intentionally tap into you, then I'll start to feel. It's something. It's crazy. It's like something you can't even describe.
Is it any different or it's literally identical?
It's identical. Like honestly, I do both, or I've done both, and it's no different to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan recently of David the Medium.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen some of his stuff?
Yeah. I've met David. Yeah.
Oh wow, incredible.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you I'm getting deep too early, but I really want to pick your brain. What would you, if you could describe what it was to have that talent, what would you call it?
Just like a gut instinct. Like when you're really connected to yourself and your own energy, then you're aware of what's going on outside of you.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to be really in touch with you in order to be able to pick up on things that aren't you.
And I see a medium actually quite often, and I always try and get her to describe to me, because I feel like I may have the ability, because I always like feel things, see things, hear things.
Yeah, cool.
Whenever I get a reading with her, she's like, it's just so clear. So many people come through.
Yeah.
What is it like? She describes it as she sees things almost through her imagination or her pineal gland, but it's not, she doesn't see them in the physical. It's more just like a shadow of her imagination. How would you describe what you see?
Exactly the same way. It's weird. It's like, for me, I get like flash images like in my head or like I'll see words in my head.
Wow.
So it's really cool. Again, it's like it's here, but it's in here.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
And do you ever see anything physical, like you're looking at me or not?
Not really. No, it's not like people think, oh, you're just walking around seeing dead people. Like it's not a thing. Not for me anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, more so kind of like what you would see, like if you were seeing flickering lights or, you know, random things like that, I'll see that. But yeah, in terms of like figures and all that, not so much.
Yeah, I went through a stage where when I was meditating, every single time I meditated, I could see Albert Einstein's face.
No way.
And I guess that's how I would describe it. It's like I'm not physically seeing anything, but he just comes and I can just see it, a face of like Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be,
yeah, it's the
a
same
similar thing.
Yep. Definitely. And it happens so quick. Like this is why you have to trust what you're getting like straight away. You can't like wait and go, oh, was that? Wasn't that? You got to go send it on to the next piece of information. So you got to go bang, 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 bang. And then if you don't trust it, then it doesn't flow. So yeah, it's really fascinating.
Yeah, it's so fascinating.
It's cool though.
So it'd obviously be the first scene or picture that comes up in your psyche.
Yeah. Yeah. So with people, when I read for them, I usually direct it a little bit. So I want to start with like a quick message, or is it male or is it female energy that I'm feeling? Like I kind of start there, then I like pull back all the layers and then figure out who that might be, what they have to say, all that kind of stuff. So you kind of come up with your own rhythm, I guess. Everyone is so different. But I like to lean more on like your loved ones in spirit and what they're telling you, rather than like, you know, you can see tarot readers and stuff who are like purely psychic, where it's like, what's going on with you and blah, 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 and future and past, present, all that kind of stuff. I kind of like loop that in through whoever's coming through.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are the messages from the people coming through diverse, or is it always warm, nurturing, reaffirming? Or is it sometimes, is there ever any like scary messages or anything like that?
Not through my channel. I choose not to go down that road. Other people don't care. They will tell you anything. Whereas I always try to make it, even if it isn't something that you don't want to necessarily hear what I'm telling you, it's in a way that gives you either a choice or says if you keep doing this, this is probably what this will be. But if you want to change that, you have an opportunity to. Like, it's always got that positive lens to it.
Yeah.
Definitely not your fear-based medium.
If you're overweight and you're eating bad, you could say like, oh, you need to fix your diet or it could get bad.
Yeah.
Would that be how you would? Yeah, okay.
That would be it. Or I'd be picking up on, I think this year you're going to focus more on your health or your wellness. And it's all about articulating things too. So I have a degree in psychology, which kind of helps because then I know how to talk to people in a way that's going to land rather than just throwing things out there and throwing things at the wall and people going, oh my God.
Cool.
Having a degree in psychology though, what stopped you from becoming a psychologist and just doing readings?
Yeah, well, it's weird the journey that we go on. So I always wanted to be a psych. I thought it would be amazing. I did my bachelor's and then after that I was like, I don't think I can be a psychologist because I don't know if I can sit there every day listening to people's stories and I'd be so sad and I don't know if I'd handle it. And so I ended up becoming an executive assistant. So for years I worked in high-end corporate, ended up being Peter Alexander's executive assistant for years. And I did my readings when I was 30 when I started doing readings. So it took me a really long time from my studies to get into this and I never saw the connection. And I think my spirit team were like, yeah, Jess, okay, well, you think you're not going to be a psychologist, but you're actually going to do something similar, but in a way that feels right for me at this time. So came full circle.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And psychology is
cool.
not that, like, it doesn't have to be this linear thing. I think when people buy the book psychology, it becomes like too transactional.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you're just naturally yourself, but acting as a psychologist and helping people day to day, like they're the psychologists that really flourish and people want to see them and, you know, they grow really fast.
Yeah, the people who are personable, normal, the ones where you're like, I could talk to you. And that's the thing too even with mediums. Like I always say, I might not be the medium for you. You might not like the way I talk, the way I approach things, whatever. You have to pick someone who you feel really drawn to because then it'll land. You'll pick up on it, you'll believe it, you'll want it, it'll just flow, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas if you go to somebody, psychologist, mediums, whatever, and you're like, oh, I guess so, you were recommended, but I'm not feeling it. Like it doesn't land the way you want it to.
If you're still listening, thank you from the heart. These conversations aren't accidental. We approach them with depth and care. And if what you're hearing is resonating with you today, we've created something to walk you through beyond this moment. LC60 was designed as a real support, not a promise. You'll find it in the show notes. Let's get back to the convo. Can we hear your story? Can we wind it back and get to know who you are and all the way back from childhood to where you are today? That'll be amazing.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so where do we begin?
I like when a story starts.
Earliest childhood memory.
I know. Oh my God. So I've always been a very theatrical kind of gal. So even when I was young, I did dancing and singing. I was in the Australian Girls Choir. I did like ballet for years, jazz, tap, all the things. So I was like a stage girl, loved drama, all that kind of stuff. My nana was like my rock. Like my parents are a little bit not really my cup of tea, weren't really that supportive, weren't really my people. So I really leaned on my grandparents a lot to sort of help raise me, I guess.
How old were you when you realised they weren't your people?
I came out of the womb. I was like, who the hell are these guys?
Oh my God.
So early on, like honestly, like I was hanging out with my grandparents like primary school and, you know, my nana died when I was 12. So that was like a real spanner for me because I'm like, oh my God, like now I'm stuck with these guys. But it was all right because—
Were you aware of that at 12 years old?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, my parents were all the drugs, alcohol, inconsistency, all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't exactly the best environment for me. So my grandparents were like, well, let's sort of shield you from that a little bit and let's take you away and do your dancing and your singing and all that kind of stuff and keep you a bit more, I don't know, on the straight and narrow, I guess. So when she died, I was like, oh my God. But I was lucky because my grandfather sort of stepped up and we became so close over the years and he ended up taking her spot, I guess, in many ways of supporting me. But yeah, that's when I became curious about spirit. When she died, I was like, you can't just be dead. Like, what? There's got to be something else. Like, I just cannot even come to terms with what that means. So that's when I started just talking to her. I'd sit there with her ashes box and I would just talk and talk and talk and hope she could hear me. And I just remember one day smelling this really, really strong, like woody smell. And I was like, what is this? And I thought it was just the ashes box, like, because it was a wooden box. And then after time, I was like, no, this is happening every single time I'm sitting down with this box. Like, this really sweet smell is like filling the whole room. And that was my first thing with spirit. It was my first sign, my first inkling that maybe I had something going on because no one else was smelling it. So I'm like, this is weird. So I tested her and I was like, all right, if this is you, you have to allow me to smell this when I'm not here. Like, I need to be somewhere else, not next to this ashes box. And I remember I was in the supermarket one day and I smelt it. And I was like, bloody hell. I'm like, this is not me making things up. Like, this is a real thing. So that was my first, like, you know, smelling spirit kind of experience.
I've had the same experience.
Have
It's
you?
crazy. I have an auntie from New Zealand who passed away and she used to wear this perfume and I was meditating once and I was in my bed and I started to freak out. I was like, it smells like she was here. There was she was a bit of an older lady. I could smell her perfume and I was like, I got up out of my meditation. I was like looking around. I was like, and I actually I called my mum. I'm like, Mum, I can smell our auntie from New Zealand. Like, I can smell her perfume. And she's like, wow, like,
I love
that.
that.
So actually crazy that you said that.
Yeah, it's so strong too. And then once you've noticed it, they'll do it again, but it'll be like quicker. It's almost like sometimes you get a little whiff and you're like, oh, and then it's gone. And it's too quick to be like, did you smell that? So yeah, it's kind of cool. But yeah, so she was like the reason why I really wanted to get into this, because I was obsessed with psychics, obsessed with mediums. I would go to all the mind body spirit festivals and I would see whoever and just want to connect with her. And I remember in my 20s, this medium, she was like, oh, Jess, I don't know why you're here. I was like, I'm here to talk to my nana. And she's like, no, I mean, like, you should be on this side of the table giving the reading. And you should be able to turn it on and off like a light switch. And I was like, well, I can't. So let's proceed. But I just held on to that for so many years going, well, clearly there's something here that someone else is seeing that I'm not seeing within myself.
What was she, do you know what she was seeing or she just?
I feel like she just felt like that potential of like what I could become or what I could do if I actually honed in on it or paid attention to it a little bit more. But I kind of feel like over time, because I was doing lots of meditations when I was younger, like I'd sit with, you know, the women at the crystal shop and we'd do meditations together and I just always felt very connected. But it wasn't until I intentionally wanted to connect that everything sort of like switched over. It's almost like I had amnesia for all these years and I finally remembered like what I could do. It was bizarre. It literally was like a light switch. As soon as I learned how to blend my energy with spirit and open myself up for the first time, I remember sitting in front of this lady and they're like, all right, start channeling for her. I don't know how to bloody channel anything. But anyway, I started to say, well, I feel a man here and I feel like he's very old school. I feel like he might be Italian or something like that. And she goes, oh my God, it's my dad. And I was getting all these things right. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, how is this even happening for me? I don't even know what I'm doing. But all of a sudden, spirit are working with me to like get me to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And from there, it was just like, go.
What was that? You said you learned to merge the two. What was that practice or what did you do to do that?
Yeah, so there's this track called Sitting in the Power from Tony Stockwell. I think it's on YouTube. You could probably look it up. And it teaches you how to, I guess, notice your own energy, open yourself up visually. So I always describe kind of like me thinking that I look at myself as like I've got a ball of like white energy. So this is my little bubble here. And I picture my bubble expanding and then spiritual light coming into my bubble, almost like we're blending together, the spirit light and my light. So that's how I always visualize when I'm connecting with spirit. So she taught us how to do that. And then she said from there, you have to figure out your symbols and what is meaningful for you. So for me, I always put males on the left and females on the right in my mind. And I always go to the person first. So once I get a male or female, then I can hone in. So it's about you, I guess, learning what works best for you. And yeah, learning to blend is really quite interesting. But it's kind of a meditative practice, really. Like anyone could learn how to do that.
And how do you drop in? Like do you have a method to drop in, or it's always on and you can just
yeah, I have to turn it on and off, literally.
Yeah.
But I choose to. Like, I don't want to be walking around all the time, like picking up on your stuff and picking up on your stuff. It'd be quite exhausting to always be
So
open.
what is that? How do you drop in?
Yeah, so for me, I visualize kind of like a door. And the door's red when I'm not working. And then when I turn it on, I guess, I say the door is open and I visualize green. So then my spirit team go, she's on. All right. And then in my mind, I go, okay, well, anything from this moment on is not my own. And I think that that's what gets really hard too when you're first starting out is you don't know if it's your thought or if it's a spirit sign or symbol or message. So if you actually differentiate between this is me and this is when I'm in my spiritual mind, then you learn to trust a little bit quicker as well. And then I close the door when I'm done.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's fascinating.
It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, let's continue with
Are your eyes open or closed, or that doesn't matter?
That's actually a really interesting question. When I first started, I thought I had to have my eyes closed to get information and I felt more comfortable doing that. But then I remember one of my mentors going, Jess, you can't read for someone and you have your eyes closed. Like, that's pretty awkward.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, yeah, you're right. And she goes, but what you can do is you can learn to look at somebody but look slightly past them. So sometimes when I'm reading for people, I'm like looking at you, but then sometimes I'll go like this and I'll go internal and then I'll come back and look at you again. So you learn to do it with your eyes open over time. But at the start, you just want to have them closed because you want to see. And I was so visual when I first started. Like, spirit showed me lots of flash images and I thought I had to have my eyes closed in order to see them. But it's weird because over time, all I wanted to do was see. That was all I was relying on, is just the seeing. And at one point they took my vision away. I didn't see anything. No images, nothing. And I was like, oh my God, I've lost the ability. It's gone. But they were teaching me that I have to use my other faculties in order to read. Because you imagine if I said to you, I see a red truck. And you're like, cool. But it's like, what does that mean? So I have to go into the feeling of the truck. Do I feel sad when I'm thinking about it? Do I feel happy? Is it a memory? Am I hearing something? Am I smelling something? So you have to use all your senses to get the message. So yeah, don't rely on one faculty. They'll take it away.
Who's they? The spirit?
Yeah, your spirit team. Your people, the universe, whoever's watching me.
Do you know who your spirit team is, or just people that you don't know? Or
I think it's a blend. Like, you know, we talk about like angels and guides and things like that. I think that there are a lot of, beings, I guess, that are watching over us that we probably know when we go back to spirit. We're like, oh, it's you kind of thing. But here we cling too much. And, I'll say we cling too much to our own loved ones that we know. So I have my grandparents in spirit. I have my great-grandfather. They're kind of like my little trio that I call on all the time. But there's so many others that I know are just watching over me and probably rolling their eyes half the time, going, God, what's she doing now? But yeah, it's kind of a blend of like all the people. It's cool.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
It's an interesting way to put it. I like it.
Do you still have a relationship with your parents? Are they still around? Or
they're still around. My dad, no. My mum, occasionally. But I still have contact with my siblings. So you kind of randomly cross paths. But for the most part, I've kind of created my own circle and my own people, and I just kind of sit with that.
Do you have a bit of a New Zealand accent, or am I just...
No, but actually, I think someone said that to me before.
You got a bit
bizarre.
of a New Zealand accent, but obviously not. Yeah.
No, I'm not New Zealand at all.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Growing up in Victoria?
Yeah, Melbourne, around like Chelsea, Bomb Beach kind of area, always Bayside.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're at about, where are we, 13? Your grandma passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Let's continue.
What did I do from there? So I wanted to be a dancer, obviously, but I was too injured. Like, I messed up my back. It was just no good. So then I went and did psychology, which was good. And then, like I said, I became an EA, and that was awesome for so many years. And then I just felt like there was something missing, like, from my life. It just didn't feel full. I guess. And like I've been with my wife since we were like 15. So I've always had that like solid, consistent relationship in my life where I haven't had to, I guess, navigate that kind of thing. So I spent so much time trying to find my purpose and like what I was here to do. And I guess work and life purpose became my thing because I didn't really want to focus on family anymore. I was like, I've had so much trauma there. I've done so much healing for myself. And that's another thing too. You can't do what I'm doing unless you've done the work. I'm going to tell you that because there is no way that I could sit here and be this high vibrational when I'm so bogged down by all the stuff that I've been through. So I really dug deep in my 20s to unpack a lot of that stuff for myself. And that's why I've cut out a lot of people because you can't continue to dip back down into low vibe energy and let people bring you down and make you question yourself and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's not easy. It's not easy to cut people off who are meant to love you, you know?
What was that journey of healing like for you? Like what were you doing? What was your practice? You know, how did you, so I feel like a lot of people have traumas and have these things that are holding them back, but a lot of them don't even realize. They just, because it's just, you're just being you. You don't really know that those things are holding you back.
Yeah, definitely. And I've spoken to a lot of people where I'm like, have you done any of your own healing work? And they're like, not really. What do you mean? And I'm like, hang on. I'm like, we've just been talking about all this transformational stuff that you're doing with your body, with your, you know, you've had a lot of trauma in your past and you've never unpacked any of it. And they're like, no. I'm like, oh. I'm like, this mustn't be like a thing that everyone's doing. But for me personally, I spent a lot of years seeing a traditional psychologist. I saw a few though, because I feel like you outgrow them. It's like, you've helped me with this little piece. And I'm like, now I need somebody else who's going to take me to the next level or help me do the next thing. So I saw quite a few of them. But then I felt like it was just taking me backwards and wasn't actually propelling me forward because all we were doing was talking about what happened. And I'm like, how am I going to move forward if all I'm doing is looking back? So then I began to look into mediums and healers and Reiki. And I love kinesiology. It's one of my things now. I'm obsessed with my kinesiologist because I just wanted to shift the energy. So there's one thing to shift the mind, like, you know, reprogram your mind and start thinking differently and seeing psychologists and things like that. But your body hangs on to everything. It is literally like, I know you've had Dr. Sarah Jane here before, incredible spinal energetics, all that kind of stuff. Your body tells the story. So you need to be able to allow that to release as well. So I did a lot of body work and it's almost like that mind, body, soul integration kind of thing. You need to do all the things in order to feel, I'm not going to say complete because I don't feel complete, but you know what I mean, to get to that
journey.
point.
It's a journey.
Exactly.
What is body work?
Yeah, so I see that as connecting to your breath, like breath work, somatics. I love a good sauna, detoxification, all that kind of stuff. Like I'm really big on the naturopath, supplements that I take, working out, doing all those things. Like you have to look after your physical as well as your mental and internal. It's like a holistic approach.
While you're doing like one of those practices, was there ever like a groundbreaking moment where you realized like, wow, I've just freed myself from maybe a section of my past or?
Yeah, definitely earlier on. I feel like as time goes on, it feels more subtle. Yeah. Like sometimes I'm laying there and I'm like, I hope it worked. Like, because I'm just so open now that I'm like, do your thing, like do whatever you need. But yeah, earlier on, I think for me, it usually takes about 24, 48 hours after I've done something for me to feel any different. So also that's just something for people out there. If you're doing any kind of energy work or anything like that, or even if you're just cleansing your house and you're like, nothing's changed, it feels the same. It just takes a minute for things to sort of move along. But yeah, earlier on, I definitely got that feeling of those aha moments where I'm like, oh my God, I finally realized why I'm like that. I finally realized why this happened to me or why I've been sent down this path because now I know this about myself. So I get those epiphanies all the time. I still get them like day to day. I'm like, oh, that's why they were in my life. That's why that happened to me. And I think if you start to place meaning on things and you start to piece things together, you just feel a little bit more in control of your life and you stop sitting in the back seat, just allowing life to happen to you. You actually get in the driver's seat and do things for yourself. and be in control of your own healing.
Do you feel like if you didn't have the parents that you had, you wouldn't be who you are today?
Definitely.
So it plays a big part.
I reckon I signed up for it. I'm all big on reincarnation and choosing your family and choosing your soul family and all that kind of stuff. I obviously wanted to get kicked in this lifetime. I'm like signed up for everything. I'm like, I'll have this and this and this and this. And now I'm like, what have I done? But it's made me who I am, and I wouldn't be here. Genuinely, I would not know how to put boundaries up. I wouldn't know how to honor myself. Like I didn't have much self-worth at all. Like I always was seeking validation from everybody else. What do you think about that for me? What do you think about that? And then all you do is just confuse yourself because you're like, oh, well, I actually did want to do that, but they think that's a crap idea. So I'm going to do what they say. And then you end up finding yourself in all these situations you never would have chosen for you. And then you have the work of undoing all that, which is conflict and ickiness. Whereas if you had just said in the beginning, that doesn't feel right for me, you would never be in that situation where it was so awkward.
You gotta have the stoic mentality.
You do. Oh my God. My wife has been watching all this stoic stuff. Literally, she's running on the treadmill watching all these stoic YouTube. She's like quoting all these things to me. That's so, I'm going to have to tell her. I'll be like, they love stoic. It's so true.
Yeah, I was similar. I was always trying to think about what would people think? What if I do this? What is everyone else going to think? And Jono actually taught me, because he's been very just stoic his whole life. Doesn't care what anyone thinks, just does whatever he wants to do. And I feel like eventually when you stay on that path, you end up the leader and people end up following you anyway because you're creating the path. Yeah. I feel like it took me a while to get like that. But yeah, it's been the affirmation over the last couple of years to be a bit more stoic. So
yeah, it definitely helps because it just helps you stay in your lane. And I think that there's all this comparison too, like what are they doing and what's this person doing and what don't I have? And we focus so much on what we're not doing and what we don't have. And it just takes away from everything that we have been doing. So that's rough too. You can get in a cycle of that.
When you focus on what you don't have, you just get more of what you don't have.
Yeah. So it's like that attraction, law of attraction.
Law of attraction, law of vibration.
Yep.
What is it? Yeah. Go.
Yeah. In terms of like being at the point where you realized you didn't have self-worth.
Yeah.
When you look back, do you know what the actual triggers were that made that a thing?
I think it was just constantly being told things like, yeah, you can make the decision, but then you're going to have to live with the consequences of that. Like that was one of the things my dad always used to say to me. Oh, well, if you want to make that decision, then you live with the consequences. So it was never a positive thing of me making any choices for myself. So I just felt like what I thought was stupid and that what everyone else thought was better. So I was always questioning over and over, like there was always going to be a negative consequence for me doing anything for me. And even just that one sentence, like, when you remember like little things that your parents have said or like people who have raised you and you're like, Jesus, that is so deeply embedded. You've probably been saying that to me my whole life. And I only realized when I needed to, obviously, that actually dug deeper than what you might think. So for me, it was about trying to reprogram that in my head, going, well, if I'm listening to my own instincts and my gut and my intuition, I'm not going to go wrong because I won't feel weird about the decision I'm making because it's aligned. Whereas when you're making decisions based for everybody else, it never lands for you. And if you're always trying to prove something to someone, like I was always trying to prove that I was worthy, proving to my parents that I'm good enough for them to love me. Like that in itself, trying to prove your worth to people, trying to prove that you're worthy of their love, like that in itself is just so toxic. And it puts my own happiness in everyone else's hands. Like if you're happy, then I'm happy. It's like, yeah, but if they're not happy, then are you not happy? And what if they're always unhappy? Then you're always unhappy. So that was the cycle for me, trying to get them happy so then I would be relieved and feel like, oh, good, they're not coming after me, or oh, good, I'm a good girl today. Like it was awful. Fight or flight 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make it easy when it's your parents as well.
No, because they're always there, But that's why I kept retreating. I'm like, I ended up moving in with my granddad when I was like 14 or something. Like I'd just been like, bye, like I'm out of here kind of thing. And some of my other siblings decided to stay and they sort of got caught up in that life and, that's their journeys, not necessarily mine. But yeah, it's hard also just watching them. like watching people repeat the same patterns and cycles over and over again with like my other siblings, because I'm the eldest, so I paved the way. But you're like, how are you not seeing like what happened here? How are you not now being a better parent, or how are you not changing because you know how that ends? Like it's just always so fascinating to me, like how people can have all these things happen to them. And we've had a lot of deaths in our family. Like my sister died at 28 and she was pregnant at the time, so then lost a niece at the same time. Wow. And we've had a lot of death in our family, and it's like, how has that not changed you? How's that not changed you, like losing a daughter, you know?
Yeah, they're not picking up on the signs.
I feel like some people just aren't meant to be here to change, as in like, I see a lot of people where I'm just like, they're just the way they are, and then they're kind of just like, it's a weird way to put it. They're just like in the matrix. They're just stuck. They're not meant to get out, but they're not meant to. That's not their life's journey. Like I don't know if they're still young souls or their journey wasn't meant to, but there's 99% of people aren't really awake to the real world, or you know, the spiritual realm or energy. You talk about energy, they're just like, what are you talking about? Like they can just see, touch, feel, you know, but there's so much more than that, and no one sees it. But I feel like it's a blessing to be on this side and actually understand that little bit more and understand energy. And it'd be cool to learn to read like you. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 with it. I'm like, do I want to? Do I not? Every medium I see, they're like, yeah, you've got this in you. Like, you know, you've got more, but I'm kind of like 50-50 about tapping into it. But I think it would be
What are you worried about? Like, what are you scared about?
I don't know if I'm worried. It's kind of maybe that conception of like, oh, am I just going to see things? But like, I don't even know how to tap in yet either. Like I haven't really it's not that I'm scared. I just haven't felt ready to just learn to tap in. Yeah. You know, so I haven't gone down that journey. What would you recommend for me to start to tap in?
I think you should. Like the thing is too, it doesn't have to be for anyone else. It can be for you. Yeah. So being able to, I guess, go to that next like vibration or that next level, it just almost, I don't know how to describe it. It dials up your own intuition, dials up your own spirituality. Like I said in the beginning, like when you begin to understand your energy and then you notice things that aren't belonging to you, it just helps you pick up on things all around you, just in general, day to day. So you'll probably have like better instincts for doing it anyway. Yeah. But, you know, if you want to, like, why wouldn't you? Like for me, like I said, it literally was like someone said to me, hey, Jess, visualize this. Think about this, see what you're feeling, blah, blah, blah. And it just like happened. So I don't even think it's going to be that complicated for you to go from where you are right now. And because you already meditate, you already know how to get in the zone. Like you'll probably be able to just switch it on and it'll be kind of cool. Yeah. I think you should have fun with it. Like, you know.
I might start mucking around with it.
Yeah, you should. And even like look up people that, you know, you feel aligned to even just learn from. Like there's lots of like spirit circles you could do, or people that mentor like beginning, you know, just to try it out. But don't put pressure on it.
I've got this weird thing that I can do, and I wouldn't even try now because now that I'm trying to do it, I can't do it. But if you tell me I'm going to travel to, let's just say we're going to go to McDonald's in Brighton, for some reason, I will know how long it takes you to get there. Like my intuition will just give me a number. And I think I've done it maybe 100 times and people are like, what the fuck? How did you do that? You put on maps and I'll say, yep, it's going to take you 29 minutes to get there. And I don't know, every single time I'm like on the minute.
That's amazing.
Which is like a weird thing, but yeah, I've done it so many times.
That's cool though. Yeah, because you're
little things like that. And I'm like, it's like a number comes to my head. You know, I'm not thinking of the number. Yeah. It's just the number comes, I say it, and then it's like the right time. I'm like, whoa, that's weird. And I've done it too many times for it to be a coincidence now.
That's like being a medium, because you're getting things that aren't your own. You're like, oh, I wonder why I just thought of that, or I'm all of a sudden seeing that. So you already know how to
they're the low level. They're the low level things, but nothing more like intense than that.
Yeah, really. Well, I reckon you could get there.
I'd say you're already pretty tapped in.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Like example, I've had a lot of stories. I had one quick story. We had a guest that was coming on. It was actually our first ever podcast. And her husband had passed away. Oh. And that day I was just eating lunch, went home to eat lunch. And it just felt a bit weird. My house was so quiet. It was like dead quiet. And one of my daughter's toys started to play. And straight away, I got goosebumps straight away. And I was like, And straight away I knew, I'm like, oh,
It was
he's
also
here.
while you were reading the message.
Sorry, you're right. I was reading the message that, like, she sent us a quick message of like her story.
Yeah.
And as I was reading the message, one of my toys have never made a sound before. The one toy started making sounds. I was like, whoa, that's so weird. And then like I knew straight away, wow, it's him. And then I messaged the lady that I know and she's like, there's a male in your house. He's passed away. He's got 3 kids and his wife. And that was the lady that we were podcasting with that day. And then I told her the story on air. It was insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I've had heaps of like stories with people that Jono knows that people have passed away and I've left messages. People that I don't even know, like people I don't even know have left messages and I've had to like contact them to let them know. I'm like, I don't even know you or the person, but like it's come through and for some reason like I was meant to tell you this. So, yeah, I've had a lot of experiences like that.
Oh, see, they're already trying to use you as a vessel.
Yeah, that's what the lady said. She said, you're a vessel. She said,
yeah.
But
oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I haven't fully tapped in. But
Well, can you imagine like how incredibly powerful like you would be as a messenger for spirit if you're already dibble-dabbling without even trying, you know? It's kind
we'll
of cool.
see what happens.
Yeah.
I'd say you're probably tapped into
Yeah.
it. You just don't read for other people, but you've connected to the unknown, like the source in a sense.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's cool. It's
And you've had those
amazing.
moments. Like it's pretty.
Yeah, I've had some crazy moments. Some pretty crazy moments.
Yeah.
Some that I can't even share, like some crazy shit.
I can imagine.
Yeah. What about you? Any stories of like that you can share with us about, you know, some things that have happened for you?
Yeah, look, I get things happen every single day. Like it's madness. But there is one like more creepier story, which I'll tell you.
Yes, I like that.
So when my sister passed away, like we were always chalk and cheese. Like, you know, we get along, then we're not. Then we get along, then we're not. And when she died, I was like, are we going to be friends or are we going to be enemies? Right?
Oh my God.
So we started getting what I would consider it like a haunting energy. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
From your sister?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
shit, she's haunting me. I'm like, this is really bad. So my wife was like, Jess, I reckon she is. Like, I'm having all these weird things happen to me. I've had the worst luck since she's died. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I reckon she was like messing with us. And I just wasn't believing it, right? So then one night was like, I reckon it must have been like 4, 5 a.m. or something. Like it was really early, late in the morning. No, it was still dark. Anyway, so I hear this big bang and I'm like, right. I'm like, oh my God, is someone in our house? Like, what is happening? So I walk out to the front door. The front door is wide open, right? We have 3 deadlocks on our front door. There is no way that anyone could have opened that door. And I was like, okay, that's creepy. So I slam the door and go back in the room. And then we have sensor lights at the front. So then I see the sensor light go like out the front. And I'm like, oh my God, there's someone here. What the hell? So I'm like peeking through the blind. Then I see my car unlock itself and lock again. Unlock, lock. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, this is creepy. Like, who is out there? And like, my keys are inside. Like, there is no way that anyone was opening and locking my car. And I was like, oh my God, Jade. I'm like, I think she's here. I think she's trying to haunt us. That was the first time I just thought, oh my God, it must be her. So I told her to knock it off. But then she didn't knock it off. She was doing all weird shit. Like one night we had, you know those medicine balls, like those exercise balls that like you can roll on? Jade woke me up like in a huff. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, what? And she goes, oh my God, this ball's here. And she goes, your sister. She picked up the ball and threw it on my head. And I'm like, what? And she goes, I saw her face. So she's literally like come up to her from spirit and went like this and then dropped the physical ball in our bed.
What?
It was in the wardrobe. No one had taken the ball out. So she plays games with us, I'm going to say.
Yeah,
she's
wow.
next level.
I've had similar stories, like not that intense, but I had an ex-partner, her partner passed away. Yeah. And he used, like anytime we used to argue or like, you know, have a small fight, he used to flicker the light above her head.
Oh my
God. And we knew straight away, we're like, and then we'd stop fighting. We knew like, oh, he's here, like, you know. And then one time when I was young, this was probably my youngest memory when like I knew there was more. Like I didn't know much about spirit or other than like watching the TV. Like I was in my old house. It was just me and my parents at the time. My brother and sister were away. I was laying in bed and I heard my dad walking. He took footsteps. You used to sleep on the couch sometimes if you couldn't sleep. And I heard the old heater used to tick and turn on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like my dad's there. The TV was on. I looked in the hallway. I was like, oh, TV's on. He's in there. And then I went back to bed. The hallway door was opening and closing, opening and closing. I wasn't looking. I could hear it open and hit, open and hit. And I was just like, went to say, what the hell's my dad doing? So I walked halfway down the hallway and I was like, I'm going to go and see if my dad's in bed. So I went back to the front of the house. My mum and dad were in bed. I was like, fuck. I woke up my dad. I'm like, Dad, someone's in the house. Someone's in the house. Came out of bed. We went. Heater was on. TV was on. No one was there. I was like, nothing was open. Everything was closed. I was like, man, someone was here. I heard you opening and closing the door. He's like, I've been sleeping. Like and I just never knew what it was or anything.
God.
But that happened at a young age. So at a young age, I was like, all right, well, there's more going on here. But I never really thought that much into it. But I struggled to sleep the next 2 weeks
Of course
after
you did.
that.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's full on. It's interesting though, because obviously I know that was her. Like I know she's a shit stirrer. I'm like, you wanted to freak us the hell out and it worked, right? It worked. But I think sometimes people get scared of like being haunted and all that kind of stuff. Like it's a thing like, oh my God, if I connect to spirit, I'm going to be haunted and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For me personally, I feel like you need to sort of know the person in order for that to be going on. Or, you know, even if you move into a house and you're like, there's weird energy in here, like I feel like it has to have some kind of attachment.
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, some random who's just decided to like come and haunt you. Like there's always some kind of attachment or reason why. And you can clear the energy really quick.
I was going to say that happened to my brother when he was a bit younger too. He moved into an apartment with his missus and it was an old apartment in Ivanhoe and every single night things were moving, people were knocking on the door, the pot plant will move in front of the door and they end up getting a priest and then it never came back again. But what is the priest doing? Just getting rid of the spirit? Like what would you say the priest would do? Like as in just...
It's definitely when you have people come in and clear your house or you decide to clear your own house or whatever, it's basically just neutralizing the energy. So there's an intention there of why you're doing it. You're doing it to say to them, hey, knock it off. Like we are not engaging in this anymore. You need to leave. It's no good kind of thing. So most of the time they listen. Most of the time.
And what would you say they're just a normal spirit or would you say they're trapped? Like what is your perception on that?
Yeah, see, I don't reckon there are trap spirits. I'm not really into the limbo energy. Like people are, you know, flying around not knowing what happened. Like I think as soon as you are gone, you are in spirit, you are talking to whoever and you know what's happening. So I feel like those spirits are either attached to the place, like they just want to be there. It's a comfort zone for them. It may be, you know, like I said, my sister who decided that she just wants to play games. Like, you know, I think that there's a lot of different reasons why people are doing what they're doing in spirit. But yeah, I think a lot of it is like we're all good souls, right? You know, we all have good intentions to a degree. It's just that some lean a little bit more on their, you know, devil on your shoulder kind of side than others. So sometimes people do just want to play games. Spirits do want to play games. Beck. Oh. Yeah, she's a shit. We're in a fight at the moment. People find it so hard to know. I'm like, you weren't you fine when she died? I'm like, yeah, but now we're not good. I'm like, now I'm angry. Oh, so when I die, I'm going to be like, what did you do to me?
That's so funny.
It is. It's so
That's
typical.
That sisterly love.
Isn't it? Like come and like electrocute us all and do all sorts of things. I'm like, come on, girl, like get it together.
Can the haunted energy ever be dangerous? Or is it always just like more surface level scary?
Yeah, I reckon surface level scary. I don't feel like your spirit team, loved ones in spirit have the ability to be able to very much hurt us. Like I think
But if she dropped the ball on her, what if that was a knife?
Yeah, I don't think that they can do that.
But why can they do the ball and not the knife?
I don't know. Maybe there's limits.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe there's limits in spirit,
she gets punished in spirit.
Yeah, she's crossing the limits a little bit, but you know, you hear of, you know, physical hauntings where people are like, you know, pinned down or whatever and they feel like they can't move and all that kind of
like
stuff.
Sleep paralysis?
Yeah, kind of like that. But they describe it as like they feel like someone's been doing it to them, almost like it's a spirit that's come in and like pinned them down or whatever. But I feel like that there's that kind of extreme, but I don't feel like a spirit can kill you. Like I don't think that that's a thing.
Yeah,
I don't think they have the power.
Torment.
It's more tormenting, affecting energy. That's what I'm going to call it. So it would take a lot of energy for my sister to have picked up that ball. And I really was trying to figure out the timing of it. And it was around July-ish, and her birthday's in July and she died in July. So everyone's thinking about her.
Yeah.
So when you have a collective thinking about somebody, it gives them energy. So she pinpoints times of the year to be more hectic because she can't, if no one's thinking about her like collectively, it would take a lot for her to do something like that. So they have to be able to almost like store all their energy and then take it out in one hit. So obviously she was storing a lot
that
for
up
me.
for a while.
Yeah. Since she died, she's like, all right, I'm going to do this in July.
My God.
Oh my God.
That's so interesting.
It is. It's funny. But you know what? I don't pretend to understand all of it either. That's the thing. Like there's probably so much that I don't even know or get, or, you know, I'm just assuming that's how she does it. Like, you know, collectively we all as mediums and spiritual people piece things together all together and we're like, this must be what this is. But yeah, there's so many things we don't know.
Excuse me.
That's all right. Bless you.
I know you mentioned you wouldn't. Would you do a reading for us or not on air?
Oh, only because I don't have any of my things and I'm not kind of tapped in that way.
Yeah,
But
fair.
yeah, but you know what? I don't reckon you need me to do a reading for you. I think
still,
you're
it's
pretty.
still enjoyable though. Like it's
It's good, isn't it?
It's good fun. It's good fun. Yeah.
It is fun, definitely.
If you're drawn to these conversations, chances are you care about how you think and how you feel. Our C60 was created for that intersection, supporting your body while you do the work. It's linked below.
Where do you see you taking it? Are you kind of happy where you are? You want to take it further? Like what's your goals? What's the journey like?
I don't really know. Like, I love doing it. I think it's amazing. I want to be able to do this forever, but I'm trying not to be so controlling because that's in my DNA to want to know everything and control everything. Like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to tick this off and now I'm going to be here and now I'm going to do this. Like, I used to be very much like that when I was in my EA world, but now I'm kind of just going with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. I'm open to all different experiences and I'm just saying yes to whatever feels good.
Yeah, nice.
Something we've been talking about heaps lately is just the not being attached to the outcomes, but more than just not being attached to the outcomes, not even worrying about the outcomes and just being consistent. The consistency is everything, you know? So,
Definitely.
and by being consistent, more than your goals will appear.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
absolutely.
Do you have any goals? Like not in a controlling, but like what is where would you like to take things? Did you have any goals for that journey?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I would love to write. Like, I'd love to write a book about my experiences and what I've been through and like blending between spirituality and my life and things. That's one of the things on my bucket list before I die.
Do you do any writing at the moment? Any journaling?
Yeah. I've done a fair bit, like very piecey. Like, you know, you just have an idea and you just like brain dump it. Like I got a lot of that. I'd have to pull everything together, but that's definitely something that I want to do for sure at some point. But yeah, I just want to keep connecting with people and I just want to keep getting better. That's the thing too, like just because, you know, I've made it to this point where I can read for people doesn't mean that I'm still like not hard on myself going, you could have got that better or dive deeper next time. Like I'm still trying to hone in, I guess. And I think I always will.
And do you travel? Do you have any aspirations to travel? Have you traveled?
Yeah, I've been to the US. I haven't really been to a hell of a lot of places, but it's only because we've had so many animals. When we were younger, we end up with 7. So we had 3 dogs, 2 cats, 2 bunnies, and we've just sort of been more like bogged down for a while. But we only have 2 left now. It's so sad because they're getting so old, and we're just not going to leave. We've got Cardigan and Skirt, Cardigan our dog, Skirt our cat, and we just don't want to leave them. We're like, we're just going to wait, just have their retirement and then we'll just go off and do stuff. So maybe later.
Children on the cards?
No kids for me.
No. And the partner, the wife?
Nah.
No.
None. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
That's good though. Finding someone who's
definitely
on your wavelength.
Yeah, for
wanting
sure.
to do the same thing.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like this life's all about, not to sound selfish, but I feel like it's all about me and like my healing and what I want to do for the world and like my career and stuff. Like I'm so passionate about it. I'd hate to put it down.
Yeah, you'll be able to give back.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
I feel like making yourself about you is giving back because you're just expressing the best version of you.
Definitely.
I feel like people think that it's selfish, but I feel like it's opposite.
Yeah.
you're becoming a better person to leave the world a better place than you found it. That is the goal.
Yeah,
I believe, like even with kids, like, you know, I had to sacrifice Jonathan. We all had to sacrifice for kids, but essentially, I ended up realizing that, like, no, I think I still need to put me first, because if I don't, I'm not presenting the best me. You know, so I feel like it's essential to always put yourself first. Like, yeah, you said you didn't travel because you had animals, or you actually putting the animals first.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's
definitely
you're still being selfless in that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Our last guest, she just moved day after our podcast, she moved to Turkey, Istanbul, because she's like, I felt a calling to go there. You know, it's like I just felt like something was there for me. I don't know what it was. My intuition when I went there, I just felt like I needed to go and move there. So a day after we podcast with her, she took a flight to Turkey, and now she lives there. Yeah.
That's
well, I
amazing.
thought that was pretty amazing. Yeah.
That's so good.
That's why I asked maybe if you traveled and you felt a calling to be somewhere, or
not just
really.
yet.
Not
Maybe
just
later.
Yet.
Yeah, but I like that though. I like not
I thought
knowing.
it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of time at the beach though? Like do you live that beach life living so close or not?
I used to a lot more. So when I was living with my grandfather, he literally lived like his street, the beach was right there. So I used to do heaps of beach walks and stuff. I do love the water, like love to walk near it and all that kind of stuff. But it's so funny when you live so close and you're like, actually, I haven't been to the beach in a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe you're reminding me to do that. Maybe you're my messenger today.
Well, even with all these hot days?
I know, I haven't. Well, I burn, right? So I'm like sunscreened head to toe with a hat on. Like it's not a good look. I'm not there baking myself. But yeah, no, I need to go walk near the water again for sure.
It's the best.
It's so good.
It's so healing.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like even just living there though, you're getting the fresh air, the
definitely.
soul. I feel like it's
Yeah, and we live behind a reserve too, so there's no one behind us. It's
so
just
good.
beautiful nature, trees, birds, beautiful.
That's so cool.
Love it. Yeah.
Is there any chance you could do anything today? Like, even if it's not like a reading, could you like tap into something and just show us something or tell us something about our future?
Do you have any paper?
ooh, this is cool. We need paper.
I'm nervous.
You could probably just ask me a question, then I can tap into that.
Question, there's like sometimes like magicians that will, run through this whole thing and then a paper that was in your wallet right from the start of the night has like pinpointed a celebrity or a character or, they've foreseen something. Is that connected to any of this or no? Is that just like tricks? Or are they tapping into something when they can like a mind reader essentially?
Yeah, look, I don't know.
Do you read minds?
No. That's
Okay.
not a thing.
Okay.
I'm glad.
There's this guy
That's not a thing.
that he'll ask you like, he'll say, who was your first ever crush?
Yeah.
And he's like, say it now. And then bang, he knows what it is. Like,
No way.
you can
It's
tap in.
amazing.
It's
What,
unbelievable.
without them saying it.
No, he'll just say, think about your first ever crush.
Yeah.
So you think about it, say the name now. Elizabeth. Like that's what he'll do.
Oh my
it's
God.
insane.
Yeah, but you know what? That is exactly like when I'm reading for people, I'll say, is there anyone you want to connect with, right? So even if you don't tell me who that is, you've thought of that person. So that's linking me to that energy. So sometimes you getting you to think about something allows that to take place and the energy starts to flow and then you can tap into the energy. So that's not him reading your mind. It's you throwing it out there and him
in the
catching
quantum
it.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
That's crazy.
Actually, would you any take on numerology, like numbers?
I love numerology. I haven't done enough of it.
Yeah.
Like I love hearing about it. And I even had this girl Tegan on my podcast the other day and she was talking about like how this year is like a 10-year and the year of the horse and all that
year
kind
of
of
the horse,
stuff.
yeah.
Like everyone's talking about all that. I find it quite fascinating. But it's true.
Yeah.
Like even with lots of people saying from last year, like they let go of a lot of stuff and like ended a lot of connections.
Last year was a hectic year. I don't know about for you, but for
horrible.
everyone. I feel like everyone I talk to, I had the worst year of my life, to be honest. But I feel like everyone had a pretty tough year.
I think so. And I think also it's sort of lingering a little bit into this year, but I think it doesn't change over in energy until
Feb, so.
See, there's still a little bit of shedding to go. So people are like, what's going on? There's no year of the horse. I'm like, just
not
wait,
yet.
guys.
It's coming. Me and Jono, for the last 8 years, we've seen the number 23.
Oh,
and
do
coincidentally,
you?
today's the 23rd.
All right, who has a question?
You go first.
As in like, all right, give us a bit of context. Like what sort of a question? Is it like something
Yeah.
futuristic? What are we asking?
Anything. You can ask anything about your future, about a situation that's happening, about someone. You know, people ask about relationships, career.
Can I ask a when question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is hard. I feel like
It is hard, isn't it?
Oh, just an easy one. Will Jonathan and I, when will Jonathan and I open a wellness retreat?
Oh, I love this. Okay. See, I feel like this is something that is like a long journey. That's what I'm going to call it. I feel like the seeds planted and everything's starting to fall into place, but there's still a few like ducks to get in a row, and there's something about the actual location of like where you would do this. Has this been a conversation? Yeah,
We've gone to like 30 locations and we've been like trying to find this thing for so long, and like we want it to be perfect. Like we're not rushing, but the location is pretty much everything. Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah, because I'm like, what's holding them back? And they're like, talk about the damn location. Obviously, we can't find an aligned fit. This is the thing too. It's going to land. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is it. Or something's changed in one of those locations where you're like, well, now it feels like it fits. So the fact that it hasn't yet, I don't think you push that. I don't think you need to hustle for that. I think that it's just timing.
Which we don't. We let it go.
Yeah, you just sort of
it'll come to
allow
us.
things to come to be. But I actually think someone's going to recommend a location to you. So someone will be like, oh my God, have you heard of blah, 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 or so-and-so? And you'll be like, oh, I didn't even know that existed, because it's going to be in a little pocket. That's what I'm hearing. It's like a little pocket somewhere that like when you know about it, like you don't know how you didn't know about it. It's like a little gold nugget. So there's still somewhere else you haven't been yet.
That's so perfect what you just said, because we're looking for like a little pocket.
Oh, using your language. Oh, I love this.
Oh
so
my
good.
God,
well,
so
I
funny.
think that you're going to, look, I know we want this to happen like yesterday, but I feel like in terms of you having it up and running, thriving, like just running its course, doing its thing, that to me feels like you're established in like 2027, 2028.
Yeah,
like
nice.
there's still time here. Like this isn't like in June, all of a sudden you're going to be up. Like I feel like you're going to test things a little bit. Have you thought about doing like little, I don't know how to describe this, little teasers? I don't know how to describe that. Like not having like full blown, like come for a week, but doing like a couple day retreats, like little retreats inside big ones. I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah, we've delved on with it already. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, I think maybe doing like a 2 or 3 day introductory thing, like come and have a little taste of what you could get if you were committing to a bigger retreat with us. I think that's how you're going to land people, like more so. And you need to get influential people who are like, they're calling them wellness junkies. That's what they're saying to me. People who are really into this, people need to know about it.
That's pretty much the business model. We want to allow wellness and people that are in wellness to come and come there for free, just to like be there. So when we're there, we get to experience them. We get to talk to them, more like a community of people that like are all in alignment, so that we get access to them, so we can, share ideas and grow together and have them there to help others. They're kind of planted there to like connect with people and help people, and like that's the whole kind of gist around what we're trying to do. Yeah,
I love that. And that'll help also to like market it out too. So like you're getting the right people there, because that's the thing. If you align with like certain people, they're going to be attracting all the same sorts of people. So then you're going to get all the clientele like coming through the door. And I also feel like, I know when I walked in, you gave me a product of yours. There's all this energy around incorporating your own product lines, your own services, or your own stuff like throughout the whole retreat. So it's like a really beautiful holistic experience that I feel like you guys are trying to create. Has that been the vibe?
Spot on. And we're trying to incorporate
Organic Reflections purely about just giving back, like spreading wisdom and just being like giving off the information that we had to find.
Yeah, I love this.
I feel like it has to, like we really want it all to be accessible. That's the point. Like hence why we're sitting here, hence why we love, talking to practitioners, getting their stories, where you've come from, what you experienced, and because it helps people understand that, there is a better side to life.
Definitely.
It doesn't always have to be, and for some reason it's just not that accessible. As in, it is if you look for it, but and it's still not. Like there's so much, noise in it all, you know, like there's nothing that's just like concrete.
Yeah.
This is the rule book to life, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think you guys are doing a beautiful job, and you would not be here now thinking about this next step if you hadn't have already created some of this stuff. So it wouldn't have even gotten to this point if you hadn't have done all the little ducks in a row before you got here. So this is super exciting. Like I feel like this is a hell yes from Spirit.
Nice.
And they're saying finally you guys are doing this. You've been talking. So don't worry, the timing's not off. You're still very much on track.
The mantra for us has been, it's not about what needs to be in alignment for us to get there. It's about the people that we need to become to be able to open the perfect thing. So it's like instead of chasing the destination, we're just like trying to become better, chasing the growth, chasing who we want to be. Because we wanted to do it 2 years ago, and I think back at me 2 years ago, and I'm like, I wouldn't do anything that I would do now because I'd be so much more advanced. So I know, well, in 2 years' time, I'll be looking back at me now saying, imagine, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like just chasing the growth instead of like the destination is the goal.
Definitely. So yeah, maybe that's also why the timeline still feels like there's a little bit to go, because you guys are going to grow and expand this year. You're going to have better ideas. You're going to align with different people. Like it's going to land exactly when it's supposed to. So
you also told us at the start of the podcast that you make everything positive though.
Yeah, yeah, but it is positive. Like I don't see you guys failing. But you know what? I would tell you if there was something odd. I'd be like, oh, maybe you should look into this or that. And I haven't felt anything weird, so you must be doing good.
The words that you have used have been spot on, like the pocket. We're always looking for like a little pocket
and the location.
And the location.
You're on the money.
The location is the biggest thing. Like,
I believe you're a medium now.
Oh, fabulous, guys! I'm legit.
I'm not skeptical anymore. What have you been writing on that paper?
Oh, I'm just scribbling. So when you ask me things, I just write down like I put the date in there. Like as soon as you asked. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like sometimes I don't even realize what I'm doing. I think this is a way of like my brain going, oh, my logical mind is here doing this, and then my spiritual mind can fly. So, you know, we can all do two things at once. Well, I can anyway. It's just distracting me.
Yeah, nice.
I guess. But sometimes I look down and I'm like, oh, what is that name or what is that thing? It's fascinating. But yeah, I think you guys are on track.
Yeah,
do you have anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, I reckon.
For sure. I reckon. You think of a question.
Me?
Yeah, have you got something?
No, you.
I was about to ask something else.
Yeah, ask.
Unrelated.
Yeah, you go.
So obviously, like you're scribbling on the paper to distract your mind, and as you said, like it's because it's hard to work out where the thought is coming from.
Yeah,
that's something that like I always wonder, and I always like try to discern the thought. Is this coming? Like sometimes is this thought coming to me from God, or is it something that my brain is just thinking?
Yeah,
and it's so hard to discern the two.
Yep, it definitely is. Well, the way that I would describe it is, if you're getting a thought that feels very intense and almost scary or like fear-based, or it's provoking anxiety within you, that's usually your brain. That's your brain going, alert, alert, there's something to think about, or maybe you shouldn't do this, or maybe you should do that, and it's trying to protect you from something. But if you get a clear download, like you just wake up and you're like, I feel like I need to call this person, or you're like, I feel like we're ready to do this now. That's your intuition, that's spirit. It's very clear, quick, crisp. It doesn't invoke a whole heap of emotion. It just is a knowing.
But what if you were about to like turn the corner and get hit by a car and your intuition's giving you the anxiety to not do that? Or is that not the case?
No, because it'll be like, it won't be fear. You'll just get, oh, I feel like I need to stop. It won't be like, oh my God, you need to stop. It'll literally be like, Jess, look at that. And you'll be like, and you look at something and then the car comes. Like they'll distract you, or they'll do something to make that not happen if that's not how you're meant to go.
Yeah.
So it's very quick and matter of fact is what I'll call it. Whereas anything that feels fear-based or like gets your adrenaline going and stuff, usually that's your brain trying to make sense of what to do.
Do your neurons fire before the thought?
They're now
they say that your neurons fire and wire before your thought comes.
Yeah, I love that.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, your body knows things. Like even if you think about, for me, I've walked into rooms and I know people are there before I've even looked because I can just feel something, or my body's reacting in a certain way to something. So I believe in all that.
Yeah, I think we definitely have like a sense of feeling. I was actually playing a game with my kids the other day in the pool, and it's like you close your eyes and you're the shark and you're trying to get the kids. But
I love that.
to know where everyone is in the pool, your eyes are closed. The first thing I do is try listen. But if they're
Yeah.
quiet, you can almost feel it.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I could, and I was really on with the game.
Mhm.
But I noticed that you can actually feel someone's presence even if they're not making a sound.
Yeah. But this is mediumship. You're describing exactly that. So even at the start where you were saying, how can you read for somebody if you're not in the same room or whatever? Their energy speaks. Like you can feel it. Like if I'm trying to tap into you, I'm starting to feel like your vibration. So you're feeling their vibration and their energy, even if they're not making a sound. It's really weird. Like I don't know how to describe it, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. And it's kind of links to like what you were saying before, when you project the thought, it's out there and then you can sort of capture it too.
Yeah, you can grab it.
So is that why every time let's say I haven't heard from someone or spoken to someone in 3 months, and if I think about them,
Yeah.
they'll call me the same day. It happens so many times.
Yeah, because you're
Is
putting
that,
it out
are
there.
they just connecting to my thought,
Yeah, they could
or
be.
was I
Connecting to there.
was I seeing the future?
Yeah, well, it could be both.
Mm.
But I feel like this is why they talk about like manifestation, law of attraction. If you think about something and you believe it and you know it's going to be, it's almost pulling it towards you, I guess. So when people are in a really negative state of mind and they're always thinking bad, nothing's ever going to happen for me and all that kind of stuff, well, then you're just manifesting that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're putting it out there, usually it lands.
Mm. And
There's also the fact that you could be like having a thought all the time. We don't remember our thoughts.
Yeah.
So you could have thought of that person every day and not even remember that you've actually thought of them.
nah, it's way deeper than that. I don't think about it. I'll be like, oh, I haven't heard from Kura. And then like, I haven't thought about Kura for a long time. And then bang, he'll call me the same night.
That's insane. It happens.
Yeah, it
That's
definitely
cool.
happens.
Yeah, it happens
It
all
definitely
the time.
happens.
I love that. That's awesome.
Have you thought of a question?
Yeah, no, I haven't. I was
Trying to
too
think
into
of
that
one.
conversation.
We're distracted.
Something
We're
to
in-depth.
ask. I reckon something C60 related
It doesn't have to
could
be.
be cool.
Okay.
Maybe something C60 related.
What is that?
C6 is our product. Well, what?
It's the oil that we make.
Okay, cool. All right, hang on. Okay. This is interesting. There's two like trains of thought that I'm going down. The first one is around like the manufacturing or the distribution. They're the words that are coming into my head. There's something here about like changing someone. Like this person's not doing that for us anymore, or they're not doing this part anymore. Somebody else is going to do this part. Did you change who is producing it, or have you changed someone who's doing something with it? I don't know how to describe this. It just feels like you're going to change who is manufacturing this or who's
Maybe the
distributing
supplier.
this.
Of the C60?
I don't know.
Potentially.
Yeah. So have you got the same person that you had from the start doing everything for you?
It depends on like what we're looking at.
Okay.
It varies.
There's something about what kind
'Cause
of
it
oil
could
did
be-
you
she
say
said
it was?
distribution.
It's MCT oil.
Okay. Is there like a seed? Sounds really weird.
No,
I keep
it's
hearing
a coconut oil seed. Is
I
it
keep
a
hearing the
seed?
seed. Something about the
C60?
seeds. No, like a
Seed.
seed, like as in like
What about the
a seed.
African seed extract?
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing something with a seed?
Yeah, we
like
have. Not with a seed, but there's a thing that I've.
No, but I think you can get the seeds, but we've been
You can't
dabbling
get
with
the
the
seed.
bark,
No, but you can't get the seed.
the bark, the root.
The
and the
seeds.
seeds.
We tried to get the seeds. We
You
couldn't
can't
get them. You can't get them.
Makes sense.
I got
why.
a letter from the AFP saying you're not allowed to get these.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Oh
They
right.
they took my seeds.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like so this must not necessarily be with that particular product that you've got set in stone. It's all good, whatever.
Yeah.
I think this is like your future stuff, like your
Yeah.
future products, the things you're going to do. You're going to do something with the seed or whatever. But I think it's going to be like a different person or a different manufacturer or somebody else is going to help you do that. It's not going to be the same person. So that's the whole change in manufacturer. And I don't think you need to feel bad about that. Like, we can't do the same thing all with the same people. Like, it's okay that you're getting what you need wherever you need it. And they're also saying less is more. So don't feel like you need to get your products in every single place and doing every single thing. Like, having it feel a little bit like niche and specialized is actually what you need to do. That's actually going to get you further than,
which it already kind of is.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So keep it that way. Like, less is more. We don't need to be doing things. But you know what's interesting? I'm seeing like a billboard. Like, I keep seeing this billboard somewhere. Have you guys done that yet? Have you had your product on any kind of billboard?
I was in the city today and I was looking at a billboard. I was like, oh, that'd be cool.
Manifesting.
I was literally looking at a billboard.
Oh my gosh.
Today,
I think you're going to be on a billboard. It probably is this product, like your signature product. But yeah, I feel like that's going to be a thing.
You've just planted the seed.
Literally. But yeah, there's something with this seed product. I think that's going to be really good. So even if you can't get the seeds, whatever you're making there is actually really cool.
It is actually crazy supplement.
Yeah, I think it's going to go. Like, that's going to, people be really interested. So yeah, how good.
That was
we got to work on. We got to work on the seeds, like find the way.
You got to find the seed.
Yes.
Find a way to get the seed.
No, it actually, it's a crazy thing. Like, it's, if we can get it, it's crazy.
Oh my
It'll
God.
change the game.
Yeah, I reckon you will.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of there. We just haven't like nailed it, but it's a supplement that breaks addictions.
No
What was some of that? It's crazy, like
Heaps of stuff.
intense mental clarity. It's crazy.
Oh my
It
God.
like enhances your spiritual ability. Like, I know it's probably a bit like
Wow, I love
intense.
that.
It's like, it's almost, have you heard of like, I don't want to say
No,
too
it's
much.
kind of just like a
but
psychedelic.
it's almost like a
it gives off the same effects as a psychedelic, but it's not a psychedelic.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's in the same
Which is
family,
cool.
but it's like a legal version of psychedelics.
Yeah,
Like
right.
microdosing, like people microdose mushrooms, for instance.
Yeah, okay.
It's like taking that supplement without taking something that's not a supplement, you know?
Yeah.
It's just very basic. Like,
But there's obviously
Tincture.
logistics behind, like
Of course.
there's loopholes and stuff that we can get in, and it's healthy, it's good for you. Like, it's not, but there's like a few loopholes that we got to get through. And if we do, it'll be groundbreaking.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad they mentioned the seed. I'm like, obviously,
Yeah, it's
it
actually a
doesn't make
really
sense.
cool thing that you mentioned that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's cool.
do you have any experience with psychedelics
No,
on that topic?
not personally, but a lot of mediums have done things like what's that?
Ayahuasca?
Yes.
Ayahuasca, yeah.
Yeah, I kind
They've
of
done
would
things like
assume
that.
that like a psychic would have stemmed from that.
Yeah,
But not
no,
necessarily.
no, not for me. But I'm very much the sober chick, like because of all the things of my past and my parents and all that kind of stuff. I've been like steering clear of all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but
fair.
some of the experiences people have told me, they're wild, like full out of body experiences, like, you know, coming home to Jesus, like moments. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that would be kind of cool. But I don't do the whole, you're in a circle with a lot of people and you're all throwing up. And I'm like, I'm not sure about that. I know that's my
sounds
thing.
really
really intense.
I feel like
It's fair.
they mention like you have to be careful when who you're doing that with, because you're like,
Yeah,
you're messing with
you're
other
out of
people's
it.
energy and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's probably something that you have to be careful.
Yeah, I've got a curiosity that actually just, you know, like the medium, not the shop, like crystal shops, essentially. Like
Yeah.
there's always like that lady sitting at the counter. There's the crystals, there's sound bowls. Sometimes they'll like do readings at the back. Is that like a, what's the word? Like, is there a name for it? Like what is it like a stigma or a do you understand what I'm trying to ask? I just don't know what the word is. Like,
Do you think-
like a church is Christianity?
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. So is that like the what people think about when they think about spirituality? Is that what you mean? Like we're all sitting there
like
with our
is
crystals
this
and
realm of like mediums, the crystals and all that like a
Are you saying
not
is
so
there
much
like
a religion, not so
yeah.
much a religion, but is it like
Is there a name?
is there
for
a
it?
name to describe that? Or is
Yeah.
that just like, nah, they're just crystal shops?
No, well, there is spiritualism. So that's kind of like, there's like spiritualist churches. So they're people who believe in the spirit world. They do like demonstrations where mediums come in and do that. It's part of their religion. So the person I actually worked or did mentorship through, she does that. So she goes to different spiritualist churches and she does demonstrations and all that kind of stuff. It's super cool. So yeah, there is spiritualism that exists. But yeah, there is a lot of, a lot of people who are into mediumship and spirituality. You do love your good crystals and, your cards and all that kind of stuff. And, for anyone who's just into it, it's just a nice place to start, like learning about, different crystals and what they mean and like getting your angel cards and getting messages. And it's just like a really nice soft place to introduce yourself into this whole realm. But then you get to a point where you're like, probably don't need the crystal anymore. Probably don't need the card. I can kind of get it for myself. But, it's they're just nice tools, I guess we could say, to just make you feel more supported.
Yeah, they're tools along the way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like for Christians, they would have their own tools.
Yeah,
essentially.
definitely.
Like it's things that, ground you or symbolize something. It's more symbolism, isn't it?
Yeah,
in
like
a
if
sense.
people would have rosary beads or, things like that. Like that's their tool, I guess, to connect. So with me, I use a lot of different crystals when I'm reading for people. It's like I went very raw today with you guys. I got nothing going on. But that just proves to you I don't really need a lot of the things. It's just my mind goes, you need that. But it's just nice to have sometimes to feel a bit more supported as well. And it's the same with essential oils and all sorts of things that we use. It's like us with supplements and stuff. Like, we just need some tip us over, give us a bit of support so that we're not just,
Makes sense.
doing things by ourselves.
Yeah, makes sense.
So there's a massive placebo aspect to the symbols. To crystals or even to the rosary bead or anything like that?
I think crystals have energy. Like they, you can tap into the vibration of the crystals. So I feel like that they're a thing.
So it's more than just a placebo mind trick sort of.
Yeah, I think so. Like,
but if you can get it without it.
Yeah, I just feel like
it's like a supplement.
Yeah.
It's like you could still go to the gym without supplements, but you just go that little bit further with the supplements.
Yeah.
It'd be the same with the crystal. You could probably still get there, but it's just maybe helping you get there quicker or helping you connect quicker.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it is.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
Amazing.
It was a pleasure.
I'm trying to think of one more question, but I can't. I
You'll think about it
I don't want to
tonight.
ask a really shallow question either. Like, I don't want to be like, how much money will I make? Like, I don't want to ask something silly, but I'm just trying to think like one more thing. I've thought of the last two. Think of one.
I said the C60.
Oh, yeah. You just,
go on.
Something around CC.
How old's do you have a daughter?
Yeah, I've got a daughter.
How old's your daughter?
She's 2.5.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say, I feel like she's around 3.
Yeah,
they want to talk about
almost,
her. So without you even asking me anything,
Yeah,
I've got to talk about
I
your
actually
daughter.
had some, I was walking and there was 3 monks and they looked at my daughter. They said, she's going to be a very special girl. That's what they said to me.
Oh,
I was like,
I
wow,
love
that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's
3
sweet.
months?
Monks.
Yeah, monks.
Yeah, monks. Like bold, orange.
Wow.
Yeah, it was random.
She, I feel like she's really connected to you.
Yeah, we're
like
very connected.
super connected.
Yeah,
like
we are very
no, let's not downplay the relationship she probably has with her mum, but with you, there's
Yeah,
something
no,
else.
it's,
Like-
we're special.
You're like, it's almost like you've come into this world as like a version of like soulmates. It's really quite
I always
sweet.
say that. I always say she's my soulmate in another world. I swear,
Oh
always.
my
there.
God, you're dead on. Like
Yeah.
you guys are meant to be here together.
I love that.
She's gonna challenge you. She's gonna be one of your best friends.
Yeah, I call her my best friend every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
she is. Like honestly, even as she gets older, she will always be looking for you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it,
oh,
yeah.
where's Dad? Is Dad here yet? Like, I can't start until Dad's here. Like, there's
Yeah.
all that energy, and it's just such a testament to how much work you've been putting into connecting with her, and you probably don't even feel like it's work, but honestly, like you've laid the foundation here for her to always have a safe space with you no matter what she's going through. And I actually feel like that when she's older, she's going to get I think she's actually going to get a tattoo for you one day.
Nice.
So it would be really cool for you to share that moment with her. She's a little bit, she's quite spunky, your daughter.
Yeah,
She's got a lot of spunk to her energy. So she's going to be she's going to be a really cool chick.
Yeah, I
Like, you
always
can
think that. I
already
always
see
think
it.
she's gonna be a really. I always say
Yeah.
that.
Like
I always
so
feel like
cool.
she's gonna be cool. As.
Yeah, she's definitely not going to be the one who needs everyone to be looking at her all the time. And she doesn't need that full center of attention vibe. So if she's a little bit more performative now, she's not going to be like that later. She'll be more, I'm in my lane, doing my thing, ticking my boxes. If you like me, great. If you don't, bye. Like, she's going to really know herself. Like, beautiful. They just can't wait for you to see her grow up. You're going to be really proud.
Yeah. No, she already knows how to breathe. Like, I teach her breath work. She knows all of her prayers. She says affirmations in the mirror. Like, she's
Oh, I love
She's on the ball.
her.
Yeah, she's such a good girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gorgeous. And she has really cute hair. That's what I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
she's got cute hair.
she's
Really
super cute.
curly.
Oh,
Yeah, really curly.
They love her hair. They're always
Yeah.
watching. So obviously your spirit team are the people who are telling you all of this. But I really do feel like that this is coming from a woman in spirit for you. So this is like a really like strong motherly energy for you. Do you have a woman in spirit that you always call to, like a grandmother or somebody like that who's your person?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
No.
Do you have any women in spirit at all that you could like?
As in, I feel like I wasn't close with her, but I felt like that auntie that I mentioned from New Zealand that
Oh,
like,
you did say that.
she was just, I didn't see her a lot. She used to come to Melbourne once every couple of years, but like I always felt connected to her.
Yeah.
But we never had like a massive connection, but I always did feel a connection. And my dog passed away and she used to love my dog and she had a special connection with my dog. And it was like, I remember once I was meditating and she was there with my dog and it was like, there. She has come to me through spirit. But yeah.
That's
so maybe
beautiful.
And
Yeah,
you
because
smelt
she's
her as well.
And I smelled her
Oh, you did
as
say
well.
that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's such mum vibes for you. Like that's the way she steps forward. So I was like, oh, if your mum's not in spirit, it might be a grandmother for you, but it could well be her.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, because it's just, I just feel like I want to support you, like blindly support you. Like she would not care what you're doing. She's always going to be proud. And she always looks after your daughter. I feel like they have a connection.
Cute.
Even if
they have
they
the
don't.
same hair.
Do they?
Yeah,
oh, maybe
actually,
that's why she's bringing up her hair.
Yeah, maybe.
Like she loves it.
Yeah,
She's
okay.
super, super sweet. Yeah. Oh, that's
There you go.
lovely. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think she's here. She's the one who's giving you all the advice today.
Cool.
Yeah,
There you go.
super cool. Awesome.
I love that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
I love that, man.
Me too.
I've never actually seen someone get like, reading before.
Yeah.
That's incredible. It's so like beautiful to like hear, even like the
Yeah,
relationship.
that
with
was,
your
I feel like
daughter.
I like,
The
I'm
daughter
in a
stuff
different
is so
realm now.
touching.
It like really
Wow.
like shifted my energy
Yeah.
into like very calming. I don't know.
Yeah, that's spirit.
Yeah.
Like it's good vibes. See what I mean? Like you leave feeling like lighter, like positive. Like they just want to give you that little pep in your step. So
I love that.
That's
Thank you
cool.
so much.
awesome.
I feel like if you're loved, you're gonna feel love too. Like
Mm.
you're gonna attract the energy that you are,
Definitely.
in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Nurturing. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much for
Lots
your
of
time.
love. Thank you for sharing that.
Appreciate it so much.
Thanks,
Really nice to
guys.
connect.
God
Amazing
bless.
story.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you. If you're still listening, we're giving away 5 free bottles of C60 to the first 5 people who comment reflection on any of our pinned posts. God bless. Thank you.